Hey guys, so Christ down, Christ takes the secrets from my subconscious. Okay, I don't know what he took. I heard it was E.T. from what my innocence, from what my subconscious said. It wasn't supposed to be released until my death. Anyway, Christ took my subconscious. A couple days later, and it was all ET stuff. I don't even know what it was. A little while later, a couple days later, 3 or 4, I had a dream about an alien abduction I had in a past life. And this is it. This is a dream. I go to sleep, I'm dreaming. I'm standing in a grassy field with sheep. I'm a sheep guy in Europe somewhere, in the Ukraine, Poland, somewhere over there. That's where I feel it is. I don't know where it is. And there's like a green hedgerow all around the field. And this field is huge. Over to the right hand side is my brother, and he's standing by a pile of logs. You know, logs, tree logs. Whole pile of them. Bigger than him. I'm doing something, and then my dog's there. We're doing something, and all of a sudden the ground starts lighting up. And it's the daytime, but the ground's lighting up, getting brighter. I look up in the sky, and a meteor's coming down over past the logs, out closer to the horizon, sort of thing. And it's coming down, and we're both, I look at my brother, and he's staring at it, and all of a sudden it hits, and this big flash of light happens, and we freak out. So he starts running towards me. I turn and I start running because we know there's like fire in the sky, fire on the horizon, and it's coming. And so we start running, we're running, and we know it's coming. And what it is you know, when something impacts, it makes that percussion, the shock wave. Yeah, well, this shock wave is like fire red, and it's coming. And so I'm running. I look back at my brother, and the shockwave hits. The shockwave hits. And I don't know exactly how this order went, but I'm running. I look up in front of me, and there's a disc, silver disc, UFO on the ground. The doors open, light, blinding white lights coming out, with 2 gray ETs on each side of the door. I look back at my brother, and I ain't going in there because I'm too afraid. I look back at my brother, and the shockwave hits him, and all the logs go flying up in the air and fly real fast and hit my brother and smash him, kill him. As far as I'm concerned, he's dead. And he just disappeared into the black, you know, the dirt and the ash and dust and is coming. They're telling me, get in. So I ran up to the light, and I don't want to get in, but they grab me and they pull me in. And then the door closes, and it's pitch black. But the ETs are close to me, and they're standing there, and I can see them. But I won't look in their eyes, because they have these big, giant eyes. And I don't want to make confrontation, so I don't look them in the eye, right? You know, sort of like you do with a dog, sort of thing, or an animal. So I won't look them in the eye, because I don't know what I'm dealing with, and this is what I know. Don't look them in the eye. So I'm there, and then we're standing there for a few minutes, and I feel like we're flying, we're off the ground. And eventually I said, we gotta get my brother, save my brother, we gotta save my brother. I'm thinking he's dead, but they saved me, so why can't they save my brother? I'm not afraid at this point. They feel like normal people. And all of a sudden, they take me in another room, and there's a window. And I'm looking out the window, and we're flying above the field where I was, so I can't tell. Everything's burnt and black, and there's soot. Everything's black, the sky's black, and they have a spotlight on the ground. They have a big ass spotlight, and they're shining it across the ground like this, where the logs were, where my brother was. And I'm looking at all the logs. It wasn't like a nuclear blast. It wasn't that big. But it was big enough to move a whole pile of logs. I guess. But anyway, we're looking through all the logs and everything, and I don't see my brother. He's totally gone. So then the light goes off, and everything's black. And then I turn around, and I'm pissed off because my brother's dead. And I go, well, let me out. Let me go look for him. Right here, let me go look for him now. And they won't let me out. Then they start. Then I'm standing there. I'm looking at their chest, like they're standing right here. One's here, one's here. And they sort of unzip, and they take the suit off. Well, I'm staring at his chest, and all of a sudden the eyes and the eyes and the face of the ET goes clunk and falls down on his chest. And he takes his suit off, and I look at the guy. I look up at him, and it's a normal-looking human guy, but he has really like spiky cheekbones, spiky chin, spiky things here, like little spikies. Not spikes, but pointed cheekbones, pointed eyebrow bones, pointier chin. And he's got these little tiny eyes, tiny eyes, like that, like unbelievably small on his head. That looks like a normal human head, except 2 ears, nose, mouth, except these points are spikier, are protruding more. I don't know the word anyway. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I thought, holy shit. I didn't know this was a mask. I thought this is what you look like, right? And I'm telling them, and they go, oh, yeah. Something like that. And then they don't say nothing. Then they push me in another room. And they tell me to put this on, put a suit on, just like they had with the big eyes. But it doesn't have the big eyes. It's more like a helmet, like a plastic, more like a biosuit with the plastic thing, but it has a breather on it that comes right around your nose and your mouth, and like a plasticky type latexy suit. I put it on because they tell me to put it on, and so I put it on, but I don't put the mask on yet. And then they go. They walked me into another room, and I'm still wondering about my brother. I'm putting on this suit and everything. I'm making this fast. It's only like a half an hour, but make that much detail. A lot standing around in there, and I'm thinking, but I don't ask him anything. And next thing I know is the guy says, "Go with him. Go with him." And do what he does and listen to him. And I look, and it's a guy, and like one of our guys, and he's got the same kind of suit I got on, but he ain't got the big eye suit. And I'm like, why aren't they using the big eye suits? They put these other suits on, like the ones I got. And I don't understand why they won't use them other ones. Anyway, I have to go with this guy. So I go in another room. Was the room I came in where the door was. We're all standing there, and there's a girl and there's 4 guys, and the one important guy, he's like the officer or something, the general of the ship. And I'm like, fuck, what's going on, right? And all of a sudden the door opens up and we walk out. And he goes, "Gah." And so we all walk out. I got my mask on and everything, and I can hear him. And the guy's like, he talks English. He goes, "Do what I do," like this. He goes, "Do what I do." And so he walks over to this. We're on this. It's weird. We walk out of the ship. All of a sudden, I'm on like a moon, but it's all black, crispy rock, crunchy rock, like shale. The whole thing is like shale, but it's rock. It's all black. Whatever rock this is black rock, and it's like shale, crunchy shale beach, but the whole thing is like this. And there's a wall of stars I can see in the horizon, like a wall of stars. And I know we're on like a moon or something, or an asteroid. I had a feeling it was like a big asteroid. And he goes, "Do what I do, watch what I do." So he gets down on his knees and he starts moving this pile of loose, gravelly black shale. And he's moving it. And he finds a hunk of rock. And he brings up this black rock. And it's got a black crystal in it. A little black crystal like that. And he goes, "We need these. You dig for these." And so I'm like, "All right." And he goes, so we're all standing there looking at each other. And the people that are helping me dig are like his crew. They know what to do. They're all used to this guy. I'm not. I'm the newbie. I'm just here. I don't know why the fuck I'm here. I don't know why I'm doing this. But here I am. So the girl, she says, "Get down. Come on. We got to dig. Don't just do what he says." I'm like, "All right, fuck." And I go like this. I move my hand through the rock. I go, "Look like this." She goes, "Yeah, just do that." And as I move my hand through, I notice there's like black dust that sticks to the suit. Black dust. And it's all over my hand. And I'm moving the rock. And I go, "Hey, I found one." And they go, "Good, put it in the thing." So there's like a little basket. And I put it in there. Not like a normal basket. I don't know what it was. It was like a steel, like a basket. Wiry basket. I put the rock in there. And it was, it was a big basket. And so I'm looking for more, and everybody's finding these rocks, putting them in. And I'm digging, and I'm looking around for other piles so I can find the stuff. I look, and there's like a hole, like a depression in the ground. I look in the depression over there, and there's a skeleton, a skull, a human skull, spine, ribs, and it's laying there. And I went, "Holy fuck," and I freaked out, and I yelled, I go, "Ah," like that, right? And then I look on the horizon, and I see ribs, arm bones, leg bones, other skulls, all the way to the horizon. It wasn't like end to end, but dead people were laying on the ground all over. And they go, "It's okay, it's okay. Just keep digging." And I go, "What the fuck? Why is it all there?" They want to answer my question, why? Why are these dead people here? And I'm thinking, I'm digging up a graveyard, right? That's what I'm thinking. And I go, "I'm supposed to be doing this, so this is like a graveyard." And they go, "Get them." And he's like, "We need the rocks. We gotta get the rocks." And I'm curious, and I'm asking all these questions to myself. But when I ask them to myself, I'm getting answers from them. Spiritually from them, plus verbal. I'm getting some verbal. Like, I'll think something, they'll answer it verbally. And then he'll go off and he'll talk to his friends that are digging also. He'll talk to them in a different language. And then I go, "Why are these dead people here?" And he goes, "Well, there was a big war here, and they all died. But what they were doing here, and what we need are the rocks." And I go, "Why do you need these crystals? What's the part about these crystals?" And I'm digging. And he goes, we need crystals for the craft, for our machine in the craft. And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, well, I ain't gonna ask any more than that." And I go, "Okay, whatever." So my impression was they crush up the crystals in like a powder or something, and they use the powder in the machine of the craft or something. So anyway, I'm digging, I'm looking at all the dead people, and I'm trying to add up everything. And all of a sudden, I'm scratching, I find this thing, and I pull it out, and it's like a pipe, and it has some wires sticking out of it, and it has some, like, screws, bolts and screws and little electronic thing with some other things on it. It's all human-made, man-made gadget. And I pick it up and I show them. I go, "Fuck, look at that, look what I found." And they go, "Yeah, it's everywhere. It's junk. It's just technological junk. Just throw it away and get the crystals. That's all we need is the crystals. Don't worry about anything else." And I'm like, "Holy shit, I can't believe it." I'm holding it in my hand. And then I get done that, and finally and I'm collecting these crystals. Sometimes they're just laying there, big giant ones. They're all pitch black. And I put them in the thing. And they're all crystalline. They got the like that. And we fill up the basket, and he goes, "Okay, that's enough. Let's go." And I go, "Why? Why am I here? I don't understand. I just got hit by a meteorite. My brother's dead. The logs killed him, and here I am digging up fucking crystals for you. And all these dead people in this thing. What the hell's going on? What am I here? What am I here for?" And he goes, "Don't worry about it. Just come on." And so we get back in the ship. We go back in the ship, and I'm starting to like it. And I'm like, I don't want to be with these people. Like, I don't like these people too much, and I don't like what they're doing. I want to go back home. And I told him, I want to go back home. And he goes, we're taking you home now. And I'm going, well, why did you take me here? Like, why did you take, and I'm amazed at the stars, just like a wall of stars. I'm like, why the fuck am I here? Why did you take me here? He goes, don't worry about it. Something like that. Forget about it. So we're back in the ship. I take off this goddamn dust and covered breathing thing, and I know I was like suffocating, trying to breathe. Like, I'm digging these rocks, and the more I exerted myself, it was harder to breathe through this goddamn thing. I'm like, and I'm sweating, and that pissed me off. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Anyway, I get back in the ship. All of a sudden, I'm taking out the thing, and I look over at the window, just a little window, and I'm looking at it, and I can see the stars passing, like we're moving like that or something. And I'm going home, and then on the ground, I ended up talking to the girl a little bit, but she can't. When they talked in English, it was just broken English, like, take rock, you do this, you do that, don't. It wasn't like a conversation. It was weird. And mostly they were talking amongst themselves, making fun of me. Because they go, and they all stop and look at me and laugh. And I'm like, what the fuck are you laughing about? Right? You know, what's so funny? Come on, let me in. And anyway, that kind of pissed me off. And anyway, I went back on the ship. I guess they're flying me home. Then, I taken out this suit, and all of a sudden I wake up. And I remember the whole dream. And I'm laying there, I'm going, holy shit, what is this? So I reviewed the dream in my head. At the same time, I'm calling for Jesus. And he goes, and Christ comes, and he goes, what do you think of that? And I go, what the hell was that? What's going on? And he goes, that's a past life, and you were abducted. And I go, a past life when I was abducted? And he goes, yeah, we got it from your subconscious. And I'm like, holy shit. And he goes, we don't know who he just started talking. He already answered my questions, by the way. As he started talking, he goes, we don't know who the aliens were. That was the only time we ever encountered them, through you. And that's the only time we ever encountered them, was with you. And I'm going, he goes, they were from a civilization, and they broke away from the civilization. They didn't want to be a part of that civilization. They went off and did business by themselves with the ship. So there was like a captain, sort of like a pirate ship, you know, that type of thing. But they weren't bad guys. I mean, they can do bad shit, but generally they're just normal people living. And they had a crew. And what they did, Chris goes, they contacted your race of aliens, they didn't contact, your race of aliens contacted that ship that was passing by, or in the area, and they asked them if they could come down and save you from this meteorite that was going to kill you. And they did. And I go, why'd they take me away on that, put me on that planet or whatever? He goes, it was a moon you were on, in the solar system. And I'm like, that was a moon I was on? He goes, yeah. And I go, well, there's skeletons all over. And he goes, yeah. He goes, you know all about it, but don't worry about it. Anyway, more or less that's what he said. You know, the Anunnaki wars and shit, all that. It's all out there, guys. Anyway, Christ goes, what they did was, your race of aliens contacted them because they couldn't save you in time. So they got this race of aliens to buzz down to Earth, pick you up, and take you off planet for a few hours until the shit calmed down, and then they took you and put you back home. But they needed these crystals for their ship to run their ship. So they made you go out there and work to help get them. And it kept you safe. Well, you were working doing crystals, you had something to do, and it kept your mind occupied instead of freaking out on the ship with them, asking questions. It kept you busy, and kept you busy for a couple hours until the trauma on the Earth, the impact calmed down, and the fires went out and everything, kept you safe, and they came and put you back home. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I kept I go, so how is it that I can have an alien abduction? I can't remember it, but you can dig it out of my subconscious, read it, and then show it back to me. He goes, oh, Jesus Christ. He's got his secrets too. I go, oh, I want your fucking secrets. You got all mine. I go, well, how'd you give me some? He goes, you're getting them, don't worry. He goes, you're becoming a Christ. You'll get them. And I'm like, all right. Anyway, there you go, guys. He said, they were the only 4 or 5 people from that race they've ever met. They never knew that race existed, of those people, until they got it out of my subconscious. And now they know about the Orions, my race, from Orion's belt, but they didn't know about these guys at all. And they still don't to this day. He said, there's no record. He goes, we searched the records, there ain't nothing of these guys. But they don't even know the name of the race. So he said maybe someday they'll contact my race to find out who they were. And by the way, way up in the light, way up closer to the light, level 14, 13, 14, there's a place, it's called the Command Center, or something like that. And Command Center, I don't know what it's called, but it's a big important place. And it's a place where extraterrestrials from other universes and dimensions and other planets, spirits from other races and other cultures, come visit. And it's a big quarantine room. There's a big door, just like he said, it's like Area 51. That's how secure it is. He goes, this fucking place is so secure. When the ETs and other races get cleared, they can come in to the kingdom, Christ's kingdom, hang out, go for coffees, go shopping, do all that. Some people got clearance and they know him. We travel there and they travel back. And he goes, you saw it? I go, I know I saw it. I remember I made a little video about it, but he was telling me again. He goes, if you want to go to these more or less nice places and visit other cultures, you can go when you spiritually reach to this place. And he goes, you reached it, you can go. But not right now, you're still in body. And I'm like, fuck. Anyway, they got that. Coming and going. ET races. And he goes, not too many go down to St. Lucian, but they're all higher up. So guys, there you go. Just letting you know what you're in for. So that was a past life extraterrestrial abduction. From beginning to end. And I got a lot from it. Even Christ's knowledge on it. That they never met this race until he unloaded my subconscious. There you go. And that is that. Later, guys.